What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Week Speak. I'm your host, Trevor Sullivan. This is my co-host, Tim Collins. And we're just going to jump right into it. So, we're going to have a format for this. Since it's the first video, we're going to kind of talk it through. We're going to break it into three kind of segments. It'll be releases from the week that are coming up or came out the day that the video was recorded, because the way that it overlaps, sometimes that's going to happen. The middle segment will be us talking about what we've been listening to and any general news in the scene, venue closings, venue openings, exciting things, sad things, anything like that, band breakups, things that'll break your heart. Maybe my dog will come through. That'll be lit. And then we will end it all out with all of the upcoming shows for the week that'll come out.
Yep.
I would like to start off by saying, if you would like to be featured on the show, if you have shows, releases, anything that you want us to talk about, email us at deathtothescenenetwork@gmail.com. Any of our social medias, the Gmail is deathtothescenepodcast@gmail.com. Any of our social medias are Death to the Scene Network. So give us a follow, message us, anything that you want us to cover. We're happy to hear it. If you just want to say hi or tell us we're awful, it's the internet. That's what it's for.
So, tell me what week it is right now, in case they don't know.
That is an excellent point. We are going to be covering the week of February 9th through February 15th. Since this is our first episode, we're also going to cover some stuff from last week because there were some big releases and we don't want to miss out on them. So,
what came out last week?
Last week, we had Zach Boudrot released a single, Ringing, off of his upcoming album. Date to be determined. I haven't heard anything from yet. But Ringing is out. It's killer. You should listen to it. It's only Zach can do it. You know.
You like singer-songwriters? You got a singer-songwriter.
You like Zach. That's the thing. Phil Cambra released a very, very pretty single called Priorities. It's just beautiful. The man's got chords. It's twinkly. He's crooning. It's Phil. Old Soul released an album, their second full length, called You Were Overwhelmed. I gave it a listen just the other day. It's Old Soul. It crushes. There's literally, it's Old Soul. You don't need to talk about it. It's Old Soul. Why? You haven't listened to it yet? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, low mainstay is Old Soul. Good stuff. Definitely.
You're wildin' if you have not listened to that yet. Friendly Dog also released an EP last week called Unruly. Folk punk heroes. If you're into the folk punk thing, definitely give them a listen. If you like Troll 2 or Boxer's Jaw, you're gonna like Friendly Dog. Chances are you're familiar, but if you're not, look it up.
They got a washboard player, right?
They have a washboard player. What are you doing?
Yeah. What else we got?
We also have Brian Huntress released their solo album, second solo album. Technically second full length, but Brian's always releasing music.
Yeah.
Brian Huntress released Liberation, which is beautiful.
It's one of my favorite releases that I've heard all year, and it may only be February. But I adore it.
And finally, Justin Arena, just at the tail end of the week, released Widow's Walk, which is probably going to be our review for this week as well. It's beautiful. I don't want to give too much away on it now because we're going to go really in depth into it in another video. Coming out next week, it's Valentine's Day, so everyone and their mother is putting something out. But the people we got in contact with and absolutely confirmed things, Shallow Pools is releasing Bloom. Their last single came out 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
It came out in mid-January. It was called Haunted. It was very good. They had a nice music video to go with it. And they're releasing Bloom on February 14th. Follow-up also has a music video. Should be very cool. They're some of the most professional musicians I've ever worked with.
I love them. I love them. Floor Hockey is also releasing a single, Hideaway. You knew about this.
It's definitely on the more lo-fi side from what I've seen from Kyle. So it should be a bop.
I saw something about a 4-track.
They did record it on a 4-track in a cabin.
You like vibe?
You like vibe. If you like vibe, then you got all the vibe you need with Flow Ho.
Awesome. What have you been listening to this week?
Oh, that's a nightmare question.
Okay, well, you got
I've been listening exclusive. I don't want to say exclusively, but there's been a lot of Polyphia involved. Robbie Beeland, our very own Robbie Beeland, turned me onto this band that I've never listened to. But I like rap and hip hop, and I like prog rock. I like Polyphia. Match made in heaven.
Tim's buying an 8-string, everyone. It's happening.
I love 8-string guitars. I don't even know how to process that statement. How dare you even assume I don't already have an 8-string?
Oh, is that your 8-string right there?
It's my 8-string
Here
bass.
it is.
It's my 8-string bass. It has a low F.
All right. Well,
what about you?
I've been listening to a ridiculous amount of Regime. I've been in that heavy mood ever since we've seen them.
Yes.
If you're unfamiliar with Regime, they're one of the best just local heavy bands that you can listen to.
Do they only have Empty Out on social media?
They also have a single out in addition, but Empty is like the big,
yes.
And it's a killer album.
I love it.
Nathan's vocal ability just is really something to behold. If you haven't seen them live, I would sincerely suggest going and doing so. Similar vein, I've been listening to Rasputin a lot.
Oh yeah.
And then normal mainstays, nothing local, but like Cursive, Kiss stuff. You know, the usual, nothing off-brand.
I mean, like, if we're talking about nothing off-brand, Carly Rae Jepsen also released the thing this week that I've been listening to a lot because it's Carly Rae Jepsen.
Is it more emotions?
No, it's kind of it's
a
it's a breakup track. It's a breakup song. I hate to see it happen, but
you hate to see it be like that.
I hate to see it be like that.
Well, luckily for you, if you're completely alone on Valentine's Day, we have plenty of shows here to set you.
You're a piece of shit.
Oh God, guys, I'm having too much fun. This is illegal. So, before we get to Valentine's Day, February the 13th at the Alchemy in Providence. I'm sorry, at the Alchemy in Providence. So, as a general rule of thumb, you're not gonna hear any of the hosts if they're doing their job right. You're not gonna hear any of the hosts plugging their own stuff. The 13th is a benefit show, in Australia. The 13th is a benefit show for the Australia fires at the Alchemy in Providence. All of the doors are going to, whatever's left after paying the venue off for the room, is all going to the animal hospital that all of... It's actually... I talked to Bailey about it the other day.
Bailey's hosting it.
Bailey is hosting it. She's doing a great job getting it all together and stuff. She had a bunch of dropouts last minute and she's putting it together really well in spite of that. So Steve Irwin's daughter, I believe, it's her foundation that's bringing all the animals into the reserve, and it's her foundation that the money's going to. I just thought that was cool and like a neat little thing.
We love to see it.
We happen to be on it. Skip that. Justin Arena's going to be on it. Strange Color Sky is going to be on it, and Bad Reminders are going to be on it. So if you're in the Providence area on Thursday the 13th, come through. It's a really, really good cause. I promise that you will never have to look at me again.
There is no better way. I'm going to clap already just to get this. There's no better way to pregame your Sonic midnight viewing.
There you have it, folks. Now, that being said, on Valentine's Day, because it's Valentine's Day,
you can go see Sonic.
Everyone and their mother has a show. So, Left Hand Blue is going to be having a reunion show of sorts at the Jungle in Somerville. Runaway After Dark and Alligators on Acid are going to be at the C Note in Hull. Melissa Mel, Slow Loris, Travis McGuire, and Morgan Murray will be at the Worthing. So, if any of those are in your area, it's a good date night.
You got a big triangle of shows. You should be able to get to one of them.
It's the Bermuda Triangle of bops.
Of the Valentines bops.
The bop muta doesn't really work as a pun, but go see a show. Honestly, there are people out there busting ass. Go out there, have a good dinner, see a show.
Almost made a really bad joke and I didn't because you said you have to say busting ass.
Okay, all right. The 15th. The 15th. We have Sunstains, Lilac Queen, The Fairview, Eleanor and the Pretty Things, and Never Coming Home at the Alchemy again in Providence.
Yeah.
I believe that's someone's birthday show. I think their name is Crosby. I think. Bailey will fact check me that, I'm sure. Also,
if your name is Crosby, sound off in the comments below.
hit that motherfucking like. Also, at the Starlight in Southbridge, we have Grant Honey, Midnight Harvest, and Brian Dickens.
Mm-hmm. Very chill venue.
Very chill venue. Those are going to be some vibey bands. If you want to go and have like kind of a romantic night, that's actually like ooh,
a little better than
vibe.
Yeah.
You know?
A little better than getting trapped somewhere in the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, granted, that's the day after, so you drop the ball.
So, in summary, fuck you.
So, and then finally on the 15th, we have Ashley Freeman 11 album release at the Worthen. So, it's an album release. Be at it.
Yep.
That's how it is.
Alrighty.
So, if we missed anything, if we missed any releases, we missed any shows, put it in the comments. Message us. Hit us up on any of our social medias at Death to the Scene Network. Email us at deathtothescenepodcast@gmail.com. Let us know if there's anything we missed. Let us know if there's anything in the upcoming weeks that you want us to talk about. And we're going to put it out there. We cannot talk about it unless you're jamming it down our throats, and we want you to. Let us know. Thank you for sharing our time with... Thank you for sharing your time with us.